Happy Sunday, everyone. I just wanted to share a crazy story that just happened to me this morning as I was getting my nails done. It is really crazy how the universe provides, and it blows my mind because I've always been this type of person. If I can help someone, if it's something that isn't costing me anything in terms of just genuinely helping someone, it's something I like to do. And I definitely feel like it does come full circle when you are a good person. You genuinely love helping people in different ways, no matter what it is. And also just this last week, this was probably the craziest week for me, and I was pulled in a million directions, but I mean, it's what I do. And even though, whatever it is, but to my story, what I wanted to share is, I know if any of you have been listening, in regards to when we bought our Airbnb property, that I was going through a lot of issues with different things that were wrong with the house. From the pool, we had a pool leak that was already part of the home when we bought it, and we didn't know about it. It's been an ongoing nightmare, but stuff that I've been needing to deal with for the longest time. We've had the house for a little over a year now, and I've learned definitely a lot with buying my second property. And there's a lot of things that you don't know just because you don't know. And I learned a lot with different situations, which is why I also believe that experience weighs more than anything else. If someone's been through if someone's been through multiple different experiences in life that correlate with different issues or topics or just anything, it could be anything, it holds more value to knowing what the book says. Although knowing book knowledge is great, but being able to apply book knowledge with experience and then just finding answers because someone has empathy, or they're just a good person and they just want to genuinely help you even though they don't need to. I truly believe in those things where people don't have to do certain actions or certain things, but when they do it out of their kindness, out of just because it's helped them and it's changed their life, I feel like if you're able to share that with other people, it kind of just it multiplies, and it's a great feeling. If you've been following my pool leak story at the house, and also when our casita, they installed the plumbing wrong in our casita, where it caused our main pipeline to burst, where we spent thousands and thousands of dollars on repairs. And it was such a headache, especially when we were trying to plan our wedding, and we just spent thousands and thousands of dollars on our Airbnb, remodeling it, fixing all the issues that we wish we would have known about when we bought the house. And as you guys know, because of COVID, trying to reach SDG&E and the water company is so hard. Who really has time to wait on the phone for 2 hours or more waiting for someone to talk to on the phone because you are trying to figure out what's wrong with your house or whatever it is, your bill, whatever it is. It's just the wait time is so ridiculous, and I don't have that time all the time. But when I first started trying to figure out the water bill and the leak and all these things, because we also had our wedding, which was really expensive, and we were just trying to figure out everything. It was really overwhelming. When I finally got on the phone with a human, she was really nice. I don't remember what her name was, but she pretty much told me that I have to send in this paperwork and fill this out to create a case so that someone can come out to take a look at the leak and whatever. So I wrote a letter. I provided all of my receipts. I sent it. She told me that if I mailed the letter instead of emailing it, that the physical copy would actually probably be seen faster than emailing it. So I went ahead and did that as soon as I was able to. It was like a waiting game. And this was back in April of last year. So yeah, I was trying to figure that out. She said, don't worry, you don't have to pay for your water. We won't turn the water off. It won't affect your credit. It was just a waiting game from there. And I didn't know how long this waiting game would be. And imagine, like, in August of last year was when we were able to pay for our pool leak to be fixed finally, after all of our expenses, or after our wedding and stuff. And sure enough, I think I posted it on my story too, like, it was a simple like dye test where if you put colored dye in front of the hole of your, what is it called, one of the pipes in the pool, but if you put dye in front of the pipe that has a hole in the pool, if it gets sucked in by the pole, that means you have a pool leak. And it's like the simplest thing, and I wish I knew that. And sure enough, we had the pool leak, because if you did put the dye in front of the hole, the dye stayed and it floated, that meant you didn't have a pool leak. That's one pool leak detection. And because of the leak in our Airbnb and all the damage it's done underground, it's also cracked the cement that is in our backyard, like the flooring. The cement has cracked from water damage and all that stuff, which is where I'm also trying to get that fixed, you know, because it's trying to get that fixed, because that's literally the last thing on our list, because we don't want to spend more money into the house unless something breaks, because that is something you need to do when you own a Airbnb property, and not put so much into a house and continue to put it into the house, because you will continue to be in a hole, and it'll stop you from buying another house. Anyways, I was just trying to, I'm someone who, like, I need to get stuff done, because then it starts to bother me, and I couldn't let this linger any longer. And it had been like quite a while that I didn't hear from the public utility company about the water, what the verdict is like, and to like finding a lawyer to sue a seller is very, very hard. And to also find someone that you trust, you know? It is so hard to trust people who like are a scam or try to rip you off, who are not good people. And a lot of the people that I work with is based on people I know, people I trust. And then if I don't trust you, then you're canceled. That's kind of how I work. Anyways, I finally was able to get on the phone with this Filipino guy. I know he's Filipino because I could tell over the phone, but I guess he was like a manager and he was in charge. He said he actually knows my case and he's looking into it, and it's going to take a while. He seemed more in a rush and not so helpful. He said that I should have an answer within a month of whatever. Again, I just don't have time to be on the phone waiting for me to pay my water bill. So I'm like, I was trying really hard to figure that out, because it's been a while. So anyways, now fast forward December 2022, I had some free time to call and be on hold for however long it was. And I think it was a Friday, actually, after I was like done fixing the Airbnb or whatever, and I had some time. So I was on hold again for 2 hours or more. And I may have shared this story that I was able to talk to this woman who the rep transferred me. I explained my situation a little bit. She transferred me to this lady, and this lady was one of the managers too. And I literally explained my situation to her, and kind of all the nightmare and like all that we went through, because it was really stressful. And she was so nice. What was crazy is that she actually went through the same thing that we did. She said that it was so hard, it was so stressful for her. I don't know how she found this guy. She found this guy that helped her figure it out, because she also bought a house and they did all of the remodeling wrong, where she had to pay thousands and thousands of dollars to get the house fixed, but she didn't have that kind of money. So it was just such a stressful situation for her. And she gave me info about the lawyer that she hired, and I was really excited because it was something closer to maybe trying to figure this out. Because also I've talked with a lot of my lawyers. It was just really crazy. She gave me the lawyer's number, what I was saying is like I have some friends who are lawyers, I have clients who are lawyers. Obviously all lawyers specialize in certain areas. It's so hard to sue someone because it takes years and years and stuff, whatever it is. So then I was also considering doing small claims court, because you can get up to at least $10,000, but we paid more than that. And I was also hesitant to figure out like finding the right lawyer, because the fees I know will probably be really, really expensive, and would it be really worth it if I don't get anything from it, you know? Yeah, with that lady, she was super nice with that information, and I was like, okay, this might lead me to the right direction. She also called me maybe soon after to tell me that unfortunately San Diego Public Water, utility, they can't cover the pool leak, the water from, the pool leak that I had. So I'm going to have to pay. So it was really sad to hear that. And she said, but, I'm going to look into trying to see if they can help you with the main pipeline bursting, because the pool is more of an accessory thing. She said that she would put in my case again to try to get some money back from the damage from the casita. Anyways, I didn't hear from then in December. It had been really crazy. I didn't hear back regarding if I would get a credit for all of the expenses that I paid for having to fix underneath our house, because we had to remove all of the piping from under the house and replace it. Like, that was a lot. It was a lot. And I didn't hear back from her. And even this week, I told Jake, I was like, hey, let's just figure out what we need to do and just pay the water bill, because we need to take care of it and get it out of, off our plate and stuff. But so back to why I'm making this video. So I'm making this video because I was getting my nails done today at 9:30 a.m. and I got this phone call from this number that looked really familiar, but I didn't answer it. Okay. It was really familiar, but I didn't answer the call. And then I get this text message, and it's actually the lady who was helping me with the water. And she said, hey, Catherine, it's me. I just wanted to shoot you over a message in regards to your water situation or case. If you can give me a call back as soon as you can. So I'm like, oh my God, yes, I'm going to call her back. So, and this is what she said to me, guys. She said, hey, I woke up this morning and I thought of you. I thought of you and your situation about your water and everything that you explained to me, and I just needed to call you. And I'm just like, okay. And I'm listening, and luckily I had my headphones on, and she said, I thought of you and your case and situation, just it's so similar to mine. And I just wanted to know if you were able to reach out to that lawyer. And I told her, no, unfortunately, I have not tried to reach out to the lawyer yet, because back in December, my father-in-law passed away, and there was just a lot of things going on, and it was just a lot on my plate, and the water bill was like in the back of my head. So I didn't reach out to the lawyer. I explained to her and that and I said, actually, I have been trying to log into my water bill account, but I've been having a hard time. I don't know why it's so hard sometimes. But, yeah. But anyways, she literally told me she woke up this morning, she thought of me, and she needed to talk to me. And she wanted to explain what really happened to her in depth, but she couldn't while she was on the phone with me previously. So she pretty much told me that this happened to her like back in 2018. She had all the concerns of how much the lawyer would be. She already spent thousands and thousands of dollars in the house because the walls were collapsing. There was mold everywhere. She had 4 kids in the house, and it was such a nightmare. She didn't know how she was going to afford it when she just bought the house. And she really didn't know where to seek help. And it was really stressful, and as I can imagine. And she pretty much said, I don't know if it took 5 years to solve this case, but the lawyer that she met and that helped her took the time to really help her. And one thing I wanted to say is that she called me. She found my number. She called me. One thing I wanted to add is that she said that they may be able to open up my case again with the water utility company, because they are now going to be covering pool like issues and all that stuff, whatever that entails. Anyways, the lawyer that she hired did such a good job with like listening and trying to hear the story and help her. She sued so many people, and she literally shared with me that she won the case and she was able to remodel her entire house. She said it changed her life. Yeah, and I was literally just sitting in the chair, getting my nails done, getting a pedicure, and I'm talking to this lady that doesn't even know me, and she took the time out of her day to think about me, out of all people, to help me. And you know, she just said, I don't know, it was just so crazy, and it's so amazing. And like what I was trying to explain earlier is like people with empathy, people who care will show up. They'll help you, even if it's not costing them anything. And those are the people that you need to surround yourselves with. And this lady, again, didn't need to help me at all or give me any info, you know? I definitely feel like it was a sign from the universe, and I totally believe in those things. I am so a firm believer of coincidences and people who come into your life or people who just help you along the way. I'm all about that. I just genuinely told her, like, thank you so much, how amazing she is and how she didn't have to do that, and how I am so grateful for her to take her time out of her day to just think of me and try to get a hold of me. Like, definitely a sign from the universe. And now I am going to take action. And I was literally gonna just say that this was gonna be a lost case because it was just too much. But moving forward, when I buy other properties, I'll know how to handle the situation. But believer that everything happens for a reason, and there is a reason why this lady called me again to get a hold of me, even though, again, she doesn't have to, she doesn't know me. It is a sign of something or whatever it is for me to take action on this and to get a hold of that lawyer. So I just wanted to send you this good story that I am just at awe about, and I will share everything with you guys once I figure it out and take action on it. I hope this message helps someone, and I hope everyone can help with paying something forward to help anyone, and with whatever it may be, in just like a nice humanly gesture in respects of helping others. Have a great day.